All right, continuing where we left off. Tanks. Transformative perks versus power-up perks. Part 2. First person we're talking about is going to be Roadhog. Scrap Hook. Gives you 2 ammo when you land a hook. Just a power-up. Means you can shoot more before you hook, and you don't have to worry about, running out of ammo before you hook, because that's something that noob hogs do all the time, is they'll hook somebody with no ammo left, and then they just sit there reloading. So, it's just a noob power-up. I don't think it's really that great. It's super convenient, so as far as, perks go, I think that one should be, a major perk. Just make it half as fucking ammo, and call it the same thing. It's fine. Hog Toss, fucking worthless. You don't throw it far enough to, really throw it into their, back line, but you throw it far enough that it, goes to their front line. Nobody fucking cares. It's not that great. Very niche use. I don't really think that I would ever, find a real utility for this unless they had, a double shield comp. But you're not going to run into that in Overwatch 2 since everybody's got a single tank, so just kind of shit. Invigorate. I don't like Invigorate, but it is transformative. It means he can get in and out faster, which is good for the game. Him being able to survive a little bit better means that he can play a bit more aggressively on those flank angles. And then Hydrogen Exposure does the exact opposite, another very transformative perk. That one allows for him to play more with his team and give them the benefit of up to 225 fucking healing. I think, because 450 for his personal healing is supposedly 50%. So, yeah, you heal your whole team for 200% while you're healing. That's fucking insane. I have no idea what kind of comp is going to benefit from that, but hell, somebody's going to figure it out. Next on the list, after our Roadhog boys, Sigma. Sigma, he actually has a bunch of really cool stuff that's transformative. Massive impact. I never thought they should have removed that from the game. I'm really glad that they brought it back as a minor perk. Just means that if you hit somebody from across the map, you can keep them down for a little bit longer. And that's really convenient if you're dealing with a sniper or a Pharah or anybody who needs to be holding angle or sightline. If you can get them out of the fight for just a couple of seconds, that's huge. Hyperstrike. I don't really like Hyperstrike personally. It allows you to basically anti-grav somebody if you hit them with 5 spear hits before you punch them. Just make it a cooldown. What the fuck are we doing with this charge up your abilities to use it type shit, man? Just make it a cooldown. And then levitation, of course. I think it's a cool concept. Maybe could be a little bit better. Yeah, there's stuff that could be said about levitation. I think it could be stronger. So, Hyperstrike, fucking, why is it not on a cooldown? Levitation. It's pretty meek. You can't even get to high ground with it. It's real niche utility, and I think they could make that a little bit better. And then, of course, Kinetic Cycle. What was Kinetic Cycle again? Absorbing absorbing projectiles means that your rock comes up a little bit quicker. It's a good power-up. As far as it goes, it makes Sigma able to Sigma more. But I think it's just a power-up. It doesn't really transform as kit at all. All it means is that you're going to have rock off cooldown a little bit more often. Next on the list, we've got Winston. Winston's my favorite character for sure. He's probably one of the best designs. Short Circuit, huge transformative ability, means that he can focus down turrets and stuff super fast. I love that. A lot of people don't appreciate this for what it is, but it's a really good ability. Meanwhile, Heavy Landing, it allows you to land massive damage when you're ulting, but yeah, it doesn't really change anything about how Winston plays. It just makes his ult better. I don't know. That one's also a C-. That one's not great. Chain Lightning, I think this is a little bit better. It's kind of like a B+, where the concept is cool, but I think the actual, use of it is kind of bad. So unless they turn Tesla Cannon into an auto charging ability, I don't think it's going to be that useful. Even if you have like a good dive setup where you're going against like 2 or 3 dived or 2 or 3 grouped up enemies, I just don't see it being the most useful. So as far as power-ups go, not that great. Everybody knows Vitalizing Barrier is broken as fuck. If anything, that one just needs like a 5 healing less per second, and it's still really fucking good. Alright, after that though, we've got Wrecking Ball, everybody's favorite character and my old go-to. So, Steamroller, Pack Rat. Steamroller lets you deal good damage to tanks, while Pack Rat lets you survive off health packs way better. Do not underestimate a Sombra hacked mini and Pack Rat. This is an insane combination ability and it is super strong. I love both the minor perks on Wrecking Ball. They both transform his playstyle, super well thought out. However, his major perks kind of suck. Transfer efficiency, honestly, it's just not like that good of a power-up. You get to like spread out your additional health to allies a little bit more, but you're only going to give them like at most maybe 50 more health at most, and it's like not that good compared to like some of the other major perks in the game. And then hang time, I think is a fucking nerf. Some people might disagree with that, but I'm going to give this one the only F- that I have seen in the entire game. This perk just makes you more vulnerable in the air before you do your slam. And I do not know the utility for that because I've never had a problem with landing my slams where I want to fucking land them. Alright, final, last character, Zarya. Jump ups, allows her to move more proficiently with her rocket jumps, and Spotter, which allows for her to speed boost and heal her allies who she gives a bubble to. Both are really cool. They transform the playstyle. I'm a little sad that Spotter is a major perk. Seems like one of those things that would be way more useful in the early game. And then Graviton Crush, it's a power-up. Energy Lance, it's a power-up. Energy Lance is definitely one of the best perks in the game. It is just overpowered beyond belief. It means that nobody can stand in front of you. There is no such thing as body blocking. You just hit everybody who's within your LOS, and it is nasty. That said, same opinion as before. I love all the transformative perks. More like this, less power-ups, please. Just get rid of these, replace them with some other ideas, and if you need some help, let me know. I'd be happy to work with the devs and coming up with some more ideas. As I posted in my last video, I have workshops that I make concepts in all the time, so I'm sure we could come up with at least a couple dozen ideas together if you hit me up. This is Reginald, Reaper Reggie Overwatch, talking about transformative versus power-up perks. Let's get rid of the power-up perks, let's keep the transformative perks, and try to make a better Overwatch.